man of God, because you must respect the oil. He said, if I be a man of God, this little girl here, she will hold millions at a very young age. He prophesied, your husband, I see him tall, prayer giant. I see a basketball in his hand. The next time he prayed, he prayed over me, and he said, what your mother could not do. Your mother was supposed to be a world-renowned prophet. What she could not do, the Lord is about to set you up to do it. When you are being built to last, it does not seem fun. All my friends went ahead of me. I tell you the story. We were in a group chat. They all had boyfriends. I did not have even someone to flex on. And it was Valentine's Day. And one said that she's buying shoes for her boyfriend. And me, the little that I knew, I don't know if it's law or not, but my mom always said, don't buy shoes for a man that's not your husband. So I gave her that advice. She didn't listen to me. She opened her mouth, actually, and she said to me, you've never had a boyfriend. What do you know? I went on my knees when I went back home, and I told the Lord that I know you've given me a marriage ministry. I know you have promised me that my marriage will be an example, not to those around me, but to the world. So where is it? He told me that if I was to uncover you now, you would go and get pregnant somewhere. So he had to hide me. Imagine people looking at me, and they ridiculed me. They said, you don't have a man, you don't have license to speak on it. And the Lord went into covenant with me. He said, this is your last Valentine's Day by yourself. Apostle popped up later on. And when he came around, I had no idea. See, if you don't remember my message, remember my story. He came around again. I thought what I knew and what I saw were men take about 2 and 3 and 4 years before they propose to people. Not knowing that he wanted to propose to me that Christmas. But for some reason, there were blockages. But God had to fulfill his word. So there was no other day for him to propose other than Valentine's Day the next year. Because when God is building you, he must give you a word to sustain you. And he gave me that word. And so when I walked into the house to see friends celebrating me, it was beyond a ring. It was the faithfulness of God. Any other day, it would have been okay. And he had no knowledge of this. See, when God is building you to last, his plan seems a little some way. But this is why faith comes by hearing the word of God. So many of you, when it's prophesied, that, oh, I see you having a child. Know that the warfare that is coming is bigger than even anything you've ever seen. See, if we don't teach it like this, every word you get frustrated that why is it not happening? But when the purpose is revealed, the enemy now has access. And so some of you get excited, oh, your marriage is coming. Guess what? Now the enemy knows. I was in an elevator one time in Buffalo, and a witch, a whole witch, she was a nurse manager. She stood there and she said, I see you getting married to a very dignified man. and I see 2 floors. Your wedding will be 2 floors. I looked at her like, girl, let me go. Called off work, and I went to go and pray because I realized that the enemy had now seen what God was trying to do. When you are being built up to last, the Lord will continuously tap you on your shoulders and let you know, hey, this word that she's talking about is for you because the time is coming. I recently stood up here and sang, "It is well with my soul." And I told some of you